get this figured out. This world gon' give me whatever I need until I get this vision out. Then they gon' pay me whatever I ask, cause I got it figured out. Family be checking all up on a nigga to see how I'm feeling now. Damn, they love to see a nigga really make a killing now. I put a lock on the game and I hide the code and the keys. I am not playing no games, I really play this shit for keeps. That shit for me.
MaddenHeadz YouTube. What's going on? It is your boy, Coach DC, coming back at you today with another video. And today I'm actually answering a comment from one of like my old videos from like some years ago. And it was talking about avoiding the knockout. And so like I just let me bring this up to speed a little bit. I mean, it's a bunch of different ways to avoid the knockout. You can, leverage throws like that in between the two guys, just throw to the leverage so that, you don't get hit. But for the most part, when I hear people say that, I think they're talking about contested catches and when you actually get hit or there's a defender nearby. And so I'll just address that part. So for a long time, like in the Madden community, like some of you young guys, this is way before, long time ago. When guys used to click on, there was a secret in the Madden community that, all of the guys who were really good at it, like we would hit L2, and we used to use L2. It was strafing back then, but it was thought that it didn't work on the strafe button, which was L2, it still is, didn't work on offense, but that's not true because it does. Now, what happens is like on a catch like that, you'll just see the catch, and there's so much that goes into it in terms of just catch mechanics. So there's clicking on with circle or with B, or you can double your catch animations. You can hit like rack catch and go to secure catch, or you can hit rack catch and go to aggressive catch. But there's a thing where when you click on to the receiver, you want to use L2 for the last little bit of positioning, like right before you go for the catch. So right there, that's L2 plus what I've added since then is R1, which we talked about a couple of days ago. It triggers the catch animation on offense. So it's R1 or RB plus whatever catch button you're using, which is triangle, would be aggressive catch, X would be secure catch, and square would be rack catch. Those are all PlayStation, and the adjoining buttons on Xbox. Yeah, y'all know what those are. All right, but the key is the sequence. And so even on a play like that, you would say, why would you hit L2 to slow the receiver down? Because technically that's what you're doing. But on Madden, if you hit L2 and then you sequence into those other two buttons, like R1, and so on that case it was R1 and secure catch. If you can sequence those three things together, and I'm just way out there today, you actually will, your catch rate or your retention rate will go way up. And I actually, this is so old, man. I talked about this on like one of the beta videos. It might have been a beta video for Madden 23. Yeah, like this is old. So you just have to learn how to sequence those buttons together. So L2 technically is still strafe, but what L2 does is, if you can kind of hit it at the right time, in sequence with the other buttons, it's gonna help you kind of propel yourself into a catch animation. And so like you see, like right here, you see how I'm able to get that little spin or that little backspin kind of animation. That's all the buttons sequenced together. But what I'm doing with the stick also comes into play. And so like I've said this often, and like forever and a day, that the person who animates first wins the battle. it's just it's a game of animations. And so a lot of times you'll even see defenders, like especially on these clips, you'll see defenders in good spots, but you'll see me animate before they do, even the guys that are clicked on to guys. And I'm telling you, if I'm into my catch animation, like watch me slow up right here with a little L2 and then R1 and secure catch. And so if I get into my animation before the defender can get into their going for the ball animation, you know, if they're clicked on to the guy. So you see how, like, even on that play, you saw the defender kind of hesitate a little bit, because when he hits L2, he still has to decide like where he's trying to go. And so technically, you know, he kind of messed himself up there, you know, but that's the issue. It's like people have to understand how to play the ball and how to play the spot. And so it'll look different on here because this is classic cam. But let's say if you're using skill-based passing, which I cover all this stuff in the Mechanics Bible. If you're using skill-based passing, what I'll talk about in there is the catch radius and how to judge and play the catch radius. And so once you know how to judge and play the catch radius, then you can come to Classic and just still be able to catch the same way, because you already have an understanding of when to hit the button and how to go into your catch animations before the defender goes into their play the ball type of animation, whichever, animation they decide, whether it's a knockout or whether it's going for them it's them going for an interception. So you see Holland right there, and Holland has the deep inside KO and all that stuff, but it's like I can throw right at him, because I understand that, first of all, it's just an AI defender. Nobody's clicking on there, but I understand if I can in a sense, if I understand how to defeat the AI playing the ball, then the users basically, or the person clicking to them, that's almost irrelevant unless they can get there as fast as I can and get into their animation as fast as I can. And so again, it's a battle for the animation. And so, like, those tight windows where you see the guy right there and you're like, man, 22, Farley's supposed to kill him. But no, once I go into that secure catch animation where I'm falling to the ground, I'm already far enough into the animation where, it's let's call it what it is. It's today's football. They're not going to hit the guy because that's just what they're not supposed to do. Unless they're cheating you. But yeah, and so you just see them kind of pull up, and that's just what football is. And so in essence, we're taking advantage of today's rules. And so once again, that's just me proving that Madden it's just soft. Yeah, it's soft. SOFT, capital TTT. But anyway, yeah. And so it's just every situation, I understand the sequence of going into my animation before the defender. If I can do it before the defender, see, I'm running him off. I'm running in this particular replay we're going to watch here. I'm running him into a spot. And once I get him leaning into that spot, I see the ball's coming. And so then I sequence into the R1 plus the aggressive catch right there. And so on some of these, you'll see me go from secure catch to aggressive catch. Watch me push him inside and then go up. And so by the time I'm already into that animation, there's just nothing he can do. And so now you see me here on doing it on defense. The same thing on defense, just with L1. Yeah, it's no difference, man. Calvin Johnson is a monster. Okay, man. I'll be playing with him to the end of mud. But yeah, it's crazy. Like, if you know how to trigger the animations, especially on time, yeah, man, the world is your oyster. Anyway, man, it is your boy Coach. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. I am out.